Alright, so today we're going to be working on expressions. We're going to write and evaluate expressions. We're going to revisit and we're going to refresh our memories because we just had a spring break. So we still have that spring break mode. So let's go back to review. But before that, we always have something that we could talk about. So describe this picture over here in one word. I'll give you 1 minute. Here, the word, one word that describe this picture, Sophia. Say it out loud though. Tiffany.
I guess kindness, because the guy is giving food, I guess, to the woman.
That's nice. Sophia, what do you mean by corona? Go ahead.
I said corona because this is basically what happens in corona.
Correct. That's
the situation of corona.
Correct. This is the reality that we have now. John.
Dom, there's COVID. There might be COVID on that.
Yeah, they could be. Justin.
Thoughtful.
Okay, that's correct. Mansi, what do you have? What did you write? Mansi, you have something? Justin? I didn't hear you guys.
I wrote COVID-19.
COVID-19, yes. Actually, this picture is taken from one of the articles that was written by I forget his name in COVID-19. That this picture was the frontliners or that they give food to the people, right? So you're right. It's the kindness. The theme is kindness. So to sum it up, you guys wrote kindness all the while. COVID-19. That's true. I have taken this. Drug dealing, really, guys. Help. COVID-19 is something. Well, we did not ask for COVID-19. It just come, right? What can we do? We have to deal with it, and we have to deal with it in different perspective in life, different ways of accepting the reality that here it is, and what can we do about it, right? So this is one of the pictures that says something about what's going on. The goal for today is to write and simplify and evaluate algebraic expressions by creating equivalency. So since we are still in vacation mode, so I was thinking we're gonna review today. So let's do this one. For 6 to the power of 3, there's no suffix today. What is the exponent? What is the base? And what's the value? Alright, today and tomorrow, Sophie. So I'll give you 1 minute to answer this question. What is the exponent in this expression, Sophia? I'm just gonna random ask people today. But keep your hands up. Mia, what is the exponent?
The exponent is 3.
Very nice. Tiffany, what's the base?
The base is 6.
John, what's the final value for the expression if I'm gonna ask you to evaluate?
216.
216. When is the time? Why do you think there are people gonna answer this for 18? If there are some, by chance, they're gonna answer the value for the expression's 18, what happened, Tiffany?
They multiplied.
They multiplied
6. They multiplied the base and the exponent.
Instead of multiplying the base 3 times, correct? So that's good, a good review. Let's go to the next one. So here we go. Write 125 as a repeated multiplication of 5. And then write it in the exponent form or exponential form. And then also evaluate 3 to the power of 5. I'll give you 3 minutes. Can someone tell us what is the expanded form or a repeated multiplication of 5 to make it 125? Sean, can you say it out loud?
5 times 5 times 5.
Yes, 5 times 5 times, and the exponential form of this, Darren? Anyone else? Go ahead. John said, what is that? Why is it? Say it out loud, John, because of the way you write it, it looks 53, but it's not 53.
5 to the third power.
5 to the third power. So 5 times 5 times 5, or 5 to the third power. And here, evaluate 3 to the power 5 is 243. How do you get 243 again? Someone just jump in for that. Oh, here is the answer. So you're gonna say 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. 3 to the power of 5. You multiply 3 5 times and get you 243. That is correct. Oh, what makes this wrong? 5 to the power of 25. We didn't see exactly what happened to 5 to the power of 25 over here because it did not see the multiplication part, right? Here, you guys write it correctly. 5 to the 5 times 5 times 5. But something's wrong here. How did it become 5 to the power of 5? How many 5s do we have? We only have 3. So it should be only the 5 to the power of 3. You guys need to be careful in writing your numbers. I know you got your answer correct, but sometimes you're fast and you forgot that you're writing a wrong number and it makes your answer incorrect. Alright? You could say, oh, that is supposed to be 3. Well, you wrote 5. So that makes your answer incorrect. Okay, so be careful. Nice review. I'm okay with this. So here, 3 times 3, you multiply it by grouping. I like that. So 3 times 3 is 9, 3 times 3 is 9, 9 times 9 is 81, times 3 is 243. Without using calculator, you could get your answer. Perfect. Thank you for that. So let's go for the next one. So here we go. Find the greatest common factor of 42 and 36. You got 1 minute to share, okay? I'm gonna say something. Here, Ada, can you share it to us what happened here? How did you figure this out?
Oh, so basically I just put the numbers on the top and when I showed my work, and then since I know that both can be divisible by 6, I put 6 by the side and then 7 and the other 6 on the bottom, and since they can't be divisible by the same number anymore, 6 is the answer.
So you circle them so that identifies your final answer. And the same process, by the way, what strategy is this again that you used? Celine, you also use the same thing with Ada. What strategy is this? We use this what? We call this continuous division using the greatest common factor or the prime factors. So just the answer here. What strategy is this, John? What did you do? John,
I put the same factors and then I highlighted the same one. Yes.
Okay, so you listed all the factors. And here is also listing all the factors. Selena did the same. And here, another one. Here listing all the factors. And here listing all the factors, but you didn't identify your answer yet, Antonia, right? You identify your answer. Here, once you list, you circle them. That's good enough to show that that's your answer. Continuous division. And here's the greatest common, because you could see there's no more common factor over there. No one used prime factorization, like factor 3 or anything like that. I didn't see any here. What is this one? What process is this? Christine, can you share to us what is this? What process did you use?
I just wrote down like different
What do you call those two numbers? What do you call them? A pair of factors. So those are pairing to make 42. And so how do you figure out 6? So did you figure out how this is 6, Chris? So I guess because you're listing all the pair of factors between 42 and then 36, and you see that 6 and 6 is common to both, and that's the greatest. There's also 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, but the greatest common is 6. Here we go. It's another listing. No one really used prime factorization. All right. So, but it's fine. It's okay. All right. Perfect. Let's go to the next one. Oh, but before we go to the next one, I just want to tell you that what do I want to see in the next days when we do word problems. So for the next time we solve word problems, it doesn't matter if it is still an expression or an equation, because in the next unit we're dealing with equations. So we're gonna start right now writing it in Algebraic. So I want a logic statement in the problem. You're gonna write an expression or equation that represent the problem. So that will be next line. The first line will be your logic statement. Let B, let C. This is like what the question is. And then what can I do to solve the problem? So that will be your expression and equation. The third line will be you solve it using whatever strategy you think that you could solve the problem. And then the last one will be your answer, your final answer, your units. You circle your final answer. Alright? So let's try that. We're gonna try that logic statement, the process that I tell you in this one. But I want you to try it first and then I'll work on with you. So Lillian bought 4 hair brushes at $3.99 each. She has a coupon of $1 off, a coupon for $1. Her mom paid for half of the remaining cost. Write and evaluate a numerical expression to find how much Lillian paid for the hairbrush. Let's see if you could do the logic statement, an equation or expression, and then you solve it, and then you give me the final answer. I'll give you 3 minutes to set it up. I put a time here. There you go. 3 minutes. Okay. Alright, what will be a logic statement for this? Anybody? So this is Winnie. She wrote, let X be the amount of Lillian paid. Okay, so here, that's the correct expression. You divide it by 2, 4 times 2.9, and that's the answer. Here, you're missing something. The logic statement, and you put it together. You guys need to be more organized than you can, okay? Let the cost, you divide it by 2. But if I don't want to divide, what can I do? Instead of dividing this, like 4 times 2.99 minus 1,
Multiply it by 0.5.
You multiply by 0.5. What if I forgot that it's 0.5? That's 2. What is the other way? Instead of doing it by 2. I want to multiply, but I forgot that divided by 2 is 0.5. What is the other way?
Use fractions.
And what will it be? Logic statement
1/2.
We'll multiply it by 1/2. Amy, you forgot your logic statement for this one. Here, let X will be how much? You could just say let X is a cost equals cost, and you could just do that. Alright, put your 7 over here, that's already good. And if you put the equal sign over here on the side, you put X at the end, because you create equation or expression. Yes, perfect. Thank you for fixing it right away. There you go. You guys are learning fast.
I'm confused. So it's the number 2 in the equation stands for the amount of people.
Where are we?
So like you just did like divide by or something.
You divide. Oh, see, you divide it by 2, right? So instead of dividing by 2, others could do multiply it by 1/2. That's what Kishin is saying. You could multiply it to 1/2.
Oh, like where did you get the 2?
Where is to get a 2? Oh, can someone answer that? Where did we get the 2?
her mom paid for half the remaining costs.
There you go. So her mom paid the half of the remaining cost. That's why we divide it by 2, or we could multiply it to 1/2. All right. Here, this one, Justin wrote it for us. It's correct. The only thing is, we forgot to write the LETIC statement. Okay. This is a continuous solution. The only problem that we have if continuous solution is, if you look over here, did you see this equal sign? Justin, don't erase it yet, okay? So we have an equal sign over here, correct? But if you say 5.96 minus 1 equals 14.96, that is true. But the equal sign in between them makes that statement saying that this first term is equals to the second term and equals to the last term. Don't erase it, Jess. I'm just like showing to everyone so we'll not make this mistake. So this first term is 1496. The second term is 748. The last term is 748. That equal sign says this is equal to that to that. So if we are going to take the state test, this will make us will make our statement incorrect and it will not give us a full credit. So how do we fix this? This is our number. So how do we fix this? Our equation is correct over here. There you go. He's fixing it. Go ahead. That's how you're gonna fix. All right. You put it down and then you put it down. You don't do straight equals because the danger is we're making a full statement that 1 plus 1 equals 2 plus 3 equals 5. And we're saying that 1 plus 1 equals 5. So that's what we're trying to say here. Thanks for fixing that, Justin. And I hope that everyone will see that error and not make that again. Right? Most of the students who make that mistake in the state test, taking the points off. I'm sad. They have a correct answer, correct solution, but they make a wrong statement. Like what just happened a while ago. Okay? Alright, last question before we end. The width of a rectangular garden is the sum of a number and 3 meters. The length is supposed to be, the length is 2 meters. There's no perfect slides, I always make a mistake. Find the area of the garden in terms of x. That is length, okay? The width of a rectangular garden is the sum of a number and 3 meters. The length, Miss Gongora, come on. So that should be length. We never get a perfect slide. We always have a typo or thought is wrong. So find the area of the garden in terms of x. I'll give you 2 minutes. So the length will be 2 meters, okay? We said that before. So our let x statement, let x. So it's not just let x, it's like let statement. I'm just gonna say we usually use x, but since we're looking for area, maybe I could use let a. Alright? We know that the area is length times width, right? So we could say, here we're gonna say first the length, and the width. It says the length is 2. I write it down. The width of rectangular garden is the sum. I'm gonna change my pen. Is the sum of a number and 3 meters. Sum of a number. So I just maybe I use x here. I sum of the number and 3 meters. So here we go. So length is 2 and the width is x plus 3. And we know that the area is length times width. Correct. So now we're gonna do length, which is 2, times the width, which is x plus 3. And then we're gonna use what we learned last time, which says we use distributive property to simplify the answer. So here we're gonna say 2 times the x, we're gonna have 2x. And of course we're gonna distribute 2 to 3 inside. So that plus 6. And since we don't know what x is, what's the value of x here, so we're just gonna keep it like that. And then since we're looking for area, so our unit will be square. Will be square, what do you have? Meters. Square meters. Okay? I'm writing this down. Or you could just say m squared. We'll just say m squared. So right here, 2x plus 6 m squared. That will be the area of the garden. So if they say, what if x is 2? Then we simplify it. We substitute x to 2, and then 2 times 2, that gives us 4, plus 6, that gives us 10 square meters. So it depends what x is going to be the actual square meters for the area of the garden. Okay? The next question. Sandra is making a throw pillow. She has a cloth that has an area of 8x plus 16 square inches. Find the possible dimensions of the throw pillow. So I'm gonna give it to you to answer this question for homework, and then we'll discuss this tomorrow as soon as we come back, since we're running out of time. So this will be your homework for today, guys, and get ready for the discussion of this tomorrow. Just a reminder that we're looking for factors, all right? Because we're looking for the length and the width this time, since you were given the area in square inches. Good luck for that, all right? And the homework for the week, the homework for today is like IXL lesson and Y3 and Y5. It's all about expression. Y3 is writing expression, and Y5 is evaluating expressions. So bye for now. I'll see you again tomorrow, guys. Bye bye. See you. All right. Bye.